to talk about hitting, and I've been around a lot of really good hitters, Barry Bonds being one of them, Larry Walker, all kinds of people all the way down. The Blake Street Bombers in Colorado, the team right now here with the Minnesota Twins. But a couple things that I want to tell you that we've learned, and this is more geared to guys your age and coaches that are trying to help young guys be good hitters. We talk about vision all the time. So even though we talk about tracking balls and seeing them, when I put this bat in your hand, do you think about swinging or do you think about hitting? Or seeing, I'm sorry. Do you think about swinging or do you think about seeing? Especially if you've done all your pregame work when it comes to your routine about getting ready for a game as a batter. Now I'm going to show you something. If this is my stance right here, and I think this has a lot to do with young kids that are, and sometimes guys that get into slumps, but if this is my stance right here, just look at my face, and if I close my left eye, my lead eye, I can't really see you that well. I see the bridge of my nose, and I even see the crown of up above my eye here. So what I'm trying to do is this stance right here, okay? Now we have something that we're talking about vision again, so I want to just explain this before we go into anything else about contact and maybe swing. So if I look right here as I put this on, this is stance check, it's eye zone by stance check. So now I'm here, I close this lead eye, I can't even see the camera. So what it is this, we see a lot of guys change, their head even comes forward, it levels out, and I have both eyes on the pitcher, just like if I was going to catch this. So really what we're doing is bringing what most guys' back eye is most dominant, or their dominant eye, and most of the time we tend to block that out by turning our head or getting into a stance that someone else put us in. So along with the help of Don Baylor, we came up with this tool to it's an extended nose piece that comes out and it slants in the front. So when really you check your stance and you close that eye, you'll see guys, even big league guys, turn their head, the nose piece disappears, and if I close that eye real quick, I know that I have both eyes on the pitcher right now, and you'll be surprised how many guys' stance will change just a little bit. They're not going to change their approach and everything, but now we have a better chance to hit because we know we're using both eyes and we can see the pitcher just like we're playing catch. The ideal thing is that you could see him even if he threw from out here. This might not be something that'll make you a better hitter, but we all believe that if you see everything that's happening from that pitcher, so it really is simple to use because it's self-explanatory and we found that it works. But the big thing about it is in baseball, we're trying to pick up the release point. We're trying to detect velocity and we're trying to see spin sooner. So if we're not using both eyes real good, even if you feel like your stance might have changed a little bit, I want to be where I can really see that guy and trust that I practice my swing enough that it'll show up. The other thing is, we can practice this all you want. But once you put a bat in your hand, what a lot of young guys do, and even young coaches, we think about the swing. And we kind of got ahead of ourselves because really, if you've practiced that, why not think about seeing? So something like this can be an easy correction, but a great place to start. And just like we said in the infield, it's a plan. So every time you see something like this, stance check from the company that we have started, but also that we've used now for about 5 or 6 years, it's just a simple tool that puts us in order of our plan and building our routine so that we know we have both eyes on the pitcher and now we trust whatever happens. But I know it's hard to say, but we also thought it was a lot of times we got in a bad position. We thought it had guys leaking out because they couldn't see very well at the beginning instead of really that first move being back just a hair. And a lot of young players that we've put these on, a lot of young coaches, and a lot of young parents that are teaching throughout the summer, this gives you a good place to start when you want to talk about hitting, is helping young guys see better and see what they can really do when they start reacting to a ball. After that, once we get going, we're just looking for barrel control and barrel contact. We're trying to be able to control this barrel to actually throw it to a ball that's being thrown at us. And if I was a catcher right now, I would be like this. I can see everything coming. If I'm an infielder, I'm still talking about vision all the time. no matter what, even outfielders, because without vision, we don't react and we don't adjust to angles that we need to cover right away. So why not bring it into hitting? We want to make sure that everybody out there is trying to at least see better, to hit it better, and that's where we start with. And then you work on a guy's swing, but you really build it around a stance that he's in, that he feels comfortable. And it would just be like bunting, you know, we always square our head. We're trying to be down low in a sense like this and keep our plate coverage. So the inside part of my hand is on the inside part of the plate. This is the top of the strike zone. And if I drop my bat right down from here, I only have a little bit to cover on the outer half. But again, even in a bunting stance, both eyes on the pitcher, and a lot of times guys are better bunters than they are hitters, because we still think we're in a great stance here. We're trying to be athletic, but now we're out in front and everything's happening in front of our face. So why not flip that and do it also as a hitter? So hopefully that little bit might help you at least to start building a program or a plan and a routine for young hitters. Check their vision first, make sure they can see and that they're comfortable. And I think you're going to see a lot of results when it comes to contact, which is the key to hitting.